Uh,
Anyway,
anyway,
Chrono Trigger though.
Listen,
it's
Yeah,
only down.
but it has Fantasy Star. So
That's a valid rebuttal. A valid rebuttal.
and Shining Force.
I was
Two
just
of
about
them.
to say. I loved Shining Force.
Before we
But
get
it
into
doesn't
this
have
fight,
Earthbound. Alright,
does
I'm done.
anyone want to run to recap what happened last time?
Am I
Moth
gonna be
woman
doing it
fucked
again?
my wife.
That is the short of it, the long and short of it.
You asked for a summary. I gave a summary. Don't get mad.
That is the Spark Notes summary of last week. Yes.
I
You're
think
the one
think
who
we all
accidentally
know.
put Mothman fucked my wife into your own game.
I think we all know that the most important part of last week was Matri's transformation sequence.
Yes,
And the fact
that
that
is
Mod
true.
disassembled their child in front of Ferris
I was
nonchalantly.
It's fine.
I was about to say. Sark didn't even get to see it, but Sark would be horrified.
It's fine. Just a little robot boy. He's good boy.
He's good boy.
So the long of the short is that everybody was at the camp doing their thing. We started looking into stuff that needs our attention around, and this guy was like, "Hey, my wife went into the woods with the foragers, and she hasn't come back in a while. Can you help?" Sark smelled bullshit, and so we followed them into the woods, and tracked the foragers' path. We found a bunch of Saturnides that are moth people in the woods, and they have the wife. So we're like, "Oh shit, they're gonna sacrifice her or something." So we tried to kill them, but turns out they meant us no harm, and the wife ran away because she was being abused, and then we basically threw the man to his death by giving him to the Saturnides, and then they were like, "Here, we'll send a diplomat with you."
Who's this lovely moth woman?
That pet zoned me.
Yup. Not even friend zoned. Pet zoned.
Pet
Which,
zoned
once
me.
again, if the art this is found on Pinterest, because Pinterest is terrible and does not credit anything, I will remove it if someone asks me to. I'm not an asshole. I know how to edit videos. But yeah, that was the gist of it. You have a new friend. She's staying here.
And lavender concealer.
Yes.
We got makeup, guys. We got makeup.
Specifically, if a cat got makeup that it can't use on its fur.
And
Listen, you
Bubs
could
is now
try.
spellcasting focus.
Yes, you all got
That sounds
little
like you're not trying hard
fancy
enough.
things. You got little fancy things, and you'll continue to get them whenever you reach certain levels, and act certain ways. It's
You
all
said every
based.
4 levels, right?
Yes,
And
and it's-
act certain ways.
Yeah,
This
you're-
is based on our behavior.
it is. The way you play your character will dedicate, what extra things I give you.
So what does Sark get once he collects all of the wives?
The Infinity
I
Wife.
have to re-roll for.
The Infinity Wife.
Roll for polygamy.
Sark gets to
So
play
I have to
5
vote the gauntlet for
characters.
that?
Two.
Yeah, finally, I have them all.
Sark gets to play 5 characters. 4 of them
Well,
are
we can do whatever I
Sark's
want.
wife
4
husbands.
of them are wives.
All right.
I just realized how silly it is that I have concealer and a disguise kit. Who is going to believe that a man-sized cat is another person?
Pretend to be another cat.
Maybe the man-sized cat is really a cat-sized man. Who knows? Ooh.
Oh. Oh no.
That doesn't make sense the moment you think about it.
It really doesn't, but I love it anyway.
Rude.
Like, I'm sure someone listening was probably like, oh, and then wait.
Oh.
Isn't it? I hate this. All right.
Hex, if you're here, quote that, please.
That's going in the out of context chat.
All right. Your lovely new moth friend moved in very quickly and has been allowed one of the nicer tents until houses can be built, and she's fine with it. And it was the end-ish of the day when all that happened. So dinner was served. You hung out and did whatever you wanted to do. And if you'd like to do anything before bed and the next day starts, you can.
I think I'm just gonna head back to my room.
Okay. That's fair.
I'm gonna go.
I need to figure out
I'm gonna
how
go
to
to the,
justify a dexterity roll to woo a moth.
I'll see what I got.
I'm just gonna go tend to the injured Drake.
It's still relaxing in
I
your
thought we
room.
Basically,
I just
It-
need to bring it food and check on it like I do for Bubs can do it himself, but
Yeah, this one's
yes,
missing
one
as
can't.
Sark
2 legs.
regretfully found out.
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, you know, it'll
Untitled
be,
Drake project.
it'll be fine eventually.
Entitled Drake game.
If no one else wants to do anything, then the next day can start. And
Are we doing night shifts for patrolling around the town like we were the first couple of nights?
no, they've kind of, the town has had people for that. You guys just kind of went above and beyond, so you're the ones they go to for the real problems and not just guard duty. But they'll someone obviously will come and bang on the doors or something big happens.
I feel like they would all default to going to Matri for his shocking grasp.
Ironically, ironically, as you say that, it's about 4 a.m. when there's a banging on your guys' doors.
Well, hey.
Bubs
What?
is waking Ferris up, just like
Need your help.
What?
Need your help. Need your help. If you folks could wake up.
Okay.
Sark is going to begrudgingly open their door and cannot resist doing the cat stretch.
it's like 4 a.m. It's optimal zoomy hours.
It's optimal zoomies.
It is. You have awoken Sark for zooms. What appears to be the problem?
We're not 100% sure, but it's a little terrifying, and figured you folks could keep an eye on it until daylight. If just follow me, please.
Define terrifying.
Well, there's a few dozen very glowing eyes out in the woods.
Sark is immediately going to the shadows for any and all travel. Is anyone struggling to wake up? Do I need to roll for a cat yowl?
No, we're good.
Oh, you're good. He's awake, he's just yawning.
Very good, yeah, very good. But the person you're talking to, he's just a human. He, once you're all up and at your doors and dressed, he quickly goes out and kind of leads you over to these houses, which are a bit more built than before, but I'm not going to update them too much until we're good. And To the I really need to reorient this map. To the east, which is the west on the map. Or actually, it's the north. To the north, which is the west on the map, you see. Now, when he said about 12 dozen eyes, he meant pairs. So there's about 24 glowing green spots between the trees over here.
Quick
Hey,
note: Bubs isn't. His icon's not on the map here.
Oh, Bubs, where are you? Bubs, you little shit.
Things Ferris has definitely said before.
Bubs,
There's
you little shit.
there's Bubs.
Bubs, you little shit. I gotta end
Right
this.
about where the 20s are on the map, which I'm still not sure how to get rid of, so they're stuck there forever.
Oh, they're not mine. I can't move them.
Ooh, that is a very good perception. Monsieur Cat sees in the dark. Small shade. You can't see much because it is pitch black and in the woods. Even with night vision, you're kind of far away. But you do see that it is about 12 small shapes. Same with you, Zach.
I don't see the map on your screen.
Is it really doing the thing again?
Yeah, the screen's black.
Oh, yep.
Hang on. Map is being. It's doing this.
The stream's like, no, these are my secrets.
All right, then keep your secret.
I didn't even notice because normally I just
visible.
scroll down. Yes, it's visible. I'm scrolling back down.
Okay, good. Okay, but yeah, stop that blinking. Why are you doing that? That's gonna be something I'll have to figure out. But yes. To the about where those die 20 are, you see, or the 20s are, you see about 12 small shapes in the darkness of the woods with glowing green eyes. You hear kind of
Mall?
tiny stomping,
Tiny stomps.
like something failing very badly to be stealthy.
They're cute. Well, let's see.
Also, because we were interrupted, does that count as a long rest or just a short?
You'll be fine. Yeah, long rest.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's something I should check.
Watcha.
Sark, you are perfectly. You are as black
That
as the night
vanishes.
and one with it.
I'm gonna
And-
step forward a little bit.
Okay.
Sark is getting as
Just
close
to
as
about
possible.
here.
Okay. As you do, you hear somebody whisper, and then another one goes, "Shut up."
Mm.
Do I recognize the language? Is it a specific language or?
It is Draconic.
Ooh.
Oh, so I
don't
understand
know
it
I
too.
can translate for us.
I think all of you
I can
understand.
also I also speak Draconic.
I don't know. I think
Except
Matri
Sark
and Sark
and
might
maybe
be.
Matri.
Okay. So my next action, assuming nobody stops me,
Mhm.
Why would we?
I don't know.
You're the smart one.
Because you have 13 HP and you're gonna march into the enemy.
Yeah, but he's
This
got
is 60
Night
feet.
Stalker Sark.
Uh-huh.
And in a 20-foot radius, just all the way around 20 feet.
Okay.
I cast Fairy Fire.
Remind me what that
Oh.
does.
Makes invisible visible. And glow.
Basically highlights.
Thank you.
Each object on 20 outline in blue, green, or violet. Check in the area.
Uh,
I'm gonna make the light blue because it stands out in the brushes.
The
all right,
darkness.
that's fine.
Reveal yourselves.
Oh.
Reveal yourselves.
Feel thyself.
Out of the shadows that you see, suddenly 4 of them are covered in dim light, and you see 4 kobolds, and as they get lit up, several of the other ones start trying to smack them because they think they've caught fire, trying to like pat them out.
Oh no, they're dumb.
What are you doing?
They've lost all track. Hang on, let me see if any of. Let me do a thing.
I love
All right.
this.
One of them managed to not freak out and looks at you and goes, nothing.
I'm going to walk up slowly and again ask, in that very calm but slightly disappointed voice, "What are you doing?" And I'm going to roll persuasion.
Okay.
Grandma's disappointed.
The ultimate.
You've shamed him. He looks down at his feet and like wrings his claws together and goes, "Wait, we need help. The moths told us that you help."
Sark
Okay.
understands absolutely nothing and is very confused.
So I
no
have
idea
to
where
ask,
Sark
if
is,
you
or I would
need
be
help,
translating.
why are you just standing in the forest staring at people and making them feel uncomfortable?
We were napping for a while, and then we woke up and got bored, so we just kind of was staring, waiting for daylight, because we didn't want to bother people till the light, because then they'd be scared.
Bored.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to everybody and just kind of say, apparently they need some help. Apparently they were trying to just wait till daytime to, talk to people. I guess
Sounds
they just
legit.
didn't realize, staring at people from the woods could cause anxiety.
Sark is going to suddenly leap down from the trees right next to the kobolds, huffing.
How many of them have heart attacks and die?
They all freak out, except for the one ashamed by Grandma Kobold, and they all kind of like screech and run into like a pile, like away from Sark in surprise.
This is going to surprise Sark.
Okay, so apparently these ones were told by the moth people to come see us because apparently we are deemed as helpful. I'm not sure why the moth people think we're helpful, but I'm gonna assume that's a good thing.
And
Usually good to be
instantaneously,
helpful.
Sark's eyes are going to dilate and he is going to suddenly become friendlier in demeanor.
Oh no. You're gonna want a kobold wife.
I need a translator.
So
Not
No,
I'm going to
get
share out the
no
kobold are looking
wife.
for help with the group. That way everyone can, come together. Let's figure out what's going on.
Do they speak any other languages than whatever you've been speaking with them?
Oh no, the cat's racist.
Let's see.
The cat doesn't know any Draconic.
Oh no, the cat's
know.
racist.
One of them does.
Is it the one that was shamed?
Yes. Let's say yes. And starts speaking in common, but it's very not good.
It's broken.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm going to approach the group carefully. I'm also going to dispel my fairy fire.
Okay, the one.
Signal for Bubs to come out of his ambush spot and saunter back over.
Oh,
Um,
sure, I
stick
scare
with
them.
Inglewill.
Oh,
But-
draconic creatures.
Bubs is a cousin.
You also just kind of came out of nowhere right next to them. You're like the pickle.
Dying.
Bubs is green, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like a green or a teal.
Yeah. Then several of the kobolds immediately like
Yes?
get up and run over
Is
to
that
him
not
and
the whole point of the Shrek?
I'm sorry, what were you saying about the kobolds?
Oh, I can't
They-
hear anyone.
oh no.
Oh,
They
be-
run over and start like and looking him over and like patting him and like they're very happy to see something more draconic that hasn't made them feel bad.
I only made one of them feel
Made them
bad.
Feel bad.
It-
Made them feel
they all-
bad.
they all heard you, as stupid as they are. They all heard you, and now they feel bad.
Are they all as small as Ingleville?
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
herd of cat ladies.
So what do you guys need?
Oh, he kind of stops for a moment, stares. It's like he's looking Ingewill in the eyes, but then he kind of starts trailing off, and it's slightly to the right and past you as he thinks. And he doesn't blink for way longer than he really should. And he goes, "Oh,
Uh-oh.
big trouble at home."
Okay. Can we get some more details of what this big trouble is?
And he does it again. Yeah,
Insight checking the fuck out of him.
he's not very bright, but he means well. It's you sense no hostility off this thing. He's all what you
He
see
just
is
has
what you
no
get.
brain cell.
He
So what you're saying is this is Sark's chance for a himbo husband.
Oh my god.
he shakes his head and
my
goes, "Okay, he almost starts patting, like they're all wearing like really basic handmade, like roughly made leather clothes, and And he starts like rifling around for a second, like he's almost trying to go through his pockets before realizing none of his clothes have pockets. And he just reaches into like under his shirt and pulls out a letter. Or, well, it's like a piece of paper with a lot of crap scrawled on
This
it.
is big brain time.
And he hands it over. This.
I'll read it over, assuming that it's written in Draconic as well, because
Yes.
Kobold.
Yes, it is. And it goes it goes through like a whole thing. It's like, greetings, I am the shaman of the green kobold tribe out here, and several of our kin have gone missing in the woods near our home, and something big keeps trying to break down the walls, and we need help. The moths told us that you can be helpful. Please come help. Starts off really like diplomatic and grandiose, and then just kind of trails off to like, can you please help?
Please.
We heard you're good at things.
Formal.
I'm going to translate the note to everyone.
Think who actually needs translation?
Just Sark.
Probably
I
just me
think.
and Marjorie.
Actually, Matri does Matri.
Yes.
Okay, Matri and Sark.
Not Draconic, no.
I think only,
Oh, okay.
only Matri's child knows Draconic.
You know what?
Orem knows Draconic.
You know what? After a few minutes of listening to Ingoville, the little robot buddy, does the little robot buddy know? Does your little dude know Draconic? Actually, can that
Not
be?
as far as I know, no.
Can it know languages? Does it speak?
We turn it into your babblefish.
It's actually a question. Does it speak?
Listen, it can speak dinosaur. So,
Oh, that's right. It understood dinosaur.
It was interpreting. Yes, it was interpreting.
That's right. I forgot about that. Then yeah, after a few minutes of
Your call,
listening,
Bear.
after a few minutes of
boy.
listening to Ingoville and the kobolds and pulling it all through, the next time the kobold will accidentally slip into Draconic again, and you'll just hear a weird voice come out of the little robot buddy translating.
You should start teaching your robot more languages.
It's pretty
You
great.
can make it learn
Pretty great.
deep speech. Orcish goblin. Don't ask me why I know deep speech. I don't know why he knows it either.
It's Tiffany's native language.
That's why.
But the little kobold's just like, in the letter the shaman wrote, should explain or no? Tilts his head, like even if he had tried to read it, he couldn't read it.
I give him a thumbs up.
He grins and just goes, yes. Need help.
Sark
Can
squints at them. He's like, wait, so you were hiding in the woods that all of your people are disappearing from to not inconvenience us?
no.
What if you were
No.
taken?
No. Different woods. We live up near mountain. Very up in mountain. Away from moth people. Not right next to. Not here. These woods good. We hunt these woods. Almost run into one of your people earlier. Almost eat them. Didn't though. Realized they were probably nice and didn't.
I like that these kobolds hunt based off of what items look like they would be nice versus not nice.
Also had a weapon. Means it wasn't animal.
Well. Okay, I
So
guess.
we'll head out in the morning.
It is morning.
It's like 4 in the morning. If you,
Yeah.
we can wait.
Well, I mean, how far away is this location? Shouldn't we potentially get a caravan set up to transport all of us, including our new small friends?
He stares off into space again. His eyes go a little cross-eyed, and he shakes his head. It's 4 hours walk through woods.
If we
Okay.
started now, we still wouldn't get there until after the sun come up.
After the sun come up, you're learning from him.
Listen, you were not supposed to notice.
At this point,
We leave on sunup.
At this point, Elizabeth is walking out and like her sleep robes rubbing her eyes and goes, "What is going on?"
Kobolds are having trouble with their people disappearing, and they hid in the woods and made our guards on edge and woke us all up, and now we're dealing with it.
Our poor new tiny friends. They are but children. But
I'm-
not.
At that point, you just hear one of them in Draconic goes, "I'm 25." And little buddy translates.
Sark's ears are immediately gonna go backwards and look at him wide-eyed.
Surprising.
You really can get a wife or husband.
What'd you
But
say,
you know-
Inga?
I said that's kind of surprising, but good to know.
Just kind of.
Just now, I start questioning everything about Ingo.
Elizabeth just rubs her eyes and goes, Cobalt. Fun. They can. One of the house's first floors built if they want to relax under cover of roof until morning. I'm going back to bed.
Ingo was very confused about that comment. What's wrong with
Sark is
Kobold?
also looking quizzically. But they
Nothing.
said it was a 4-hour walk. We wouldn't get there until the sun comes up.
I'm okay with us just leaving now.
If you
We're already
want,
up.
that's all up to you folks. Either way. And I meant nothing by it. I have just dealt with a lot of kobolds in my life, and not all of them are as bright as you.
Fair enough.
These ones are that.
Isn't he?
Yeah, these ones are. Yeah. They're special. What are you stealing?
Are you stealing your
A
kobold?
kobold.
You're just picking it up? Which one? Or are you just grabbing one
Hide it
out of the
under your
pile?
I'm just grabbing one out of the pile to hold them up and be like, don't you speak bad about our tiny friends.
Reminds me of this news story from years ago where a kid stole a penguin from the zoo.
You pick him up upside down,
Oh no.
and he's just waving. Like, hi.
These are our new sweet boyfriends.
No.
He once again, this one also fails to blink for a long time. Elizabeth just nods and goes, "You can use one of the caravans if there's a way to it through wherever they live. I'm very tired."
Okay, go to sleep. It's okay.
You don't need to tell her twice. She's gone. Goes, caravan.
We got
What's a
this.
caravan?
Big wagon.
You know, I just realized now that we have Bubs traveling with us, we don't need horses for it anymore. We can just have him pull the thing.
Is he big enough to pull a caravan with all of us?
Bubs is a
We don't need to
druid.
use animal handling.
He's strong.
Actually, no. We'll still need animal handling because Bubs has like as many brain cells as Sark
It's
sometimes.
with advantage. Bubs knows.
Sark usually winds up having to roll for animal handling, but his wife is no longer there to save his ass.
Well, the caravans have been parked over here for, you know, moving stuff when needed. So if you want to just pile everybody in,
Sark
Yeah,
is
I
going
feel like
to
the sooner
start
we leave, the better.
picking up all of the kobolds, as many as he can carry to the caravan.
roll. Give me a strength save.
A strength save?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna go bad.
You try to pick up about 5 of them at once, and you're in the pile now.
Oh. Oh no.
It's like a claw
I
machine
don't-
when you pick up
I
multiple.
don't know
at
if you
once.
know this, but kind of just plucking us up like that's kind of considered rude.
Sark is going to freeze, staring directly at Inglewill in full shock.
I'm gonna shake my head at Sark.
Kobolds.
You poor simple child.
The kobolds start getting out of the pile and kind of form like a loose line to follow you because the other kobolds told them to do that.
I'll lead him to the caravan.
It's okay, Sark. Bring enough, and they might be able to form Voltron.
Oh no!
Listen, Sark is just highly concerned because their go-to motion has been to pick up Ingoville when Ingoville is in trouble, like when they almost got smushed by lumber.
That's different though. You're just plucking them up to pluck them up now.
But I would. Oh.
You're pet zoning them. You are pet zoning them. Just like Pretty Moth Lady did to you.
Sark is now horrified.
It's 4 in the morning. Can we get a move on, please?
It's technically 4:21 now.
How dare
It's
you keep literal
4:21.
time?
Alright, we're all loaded on the caravan.
Yes.
Much, Bubs, much.
Do you even need me to roll with advantage for this?
Just once. It's early. Bubs
Alright.
might not be in the mood.
You have to
Alright,
get
well, that's
treats on
a-
sticks.
That's a 14.
Bubs is a little grumpy, but he gets going. And it doesn't help that 2 of the kobolds have decided not to ride in and are riding him.
I'll make it up to him later.
But yeah, the one kobold who can speak common kind of points through the woods where to go, and you make a quick work of it. It's 4 hours for them, but it's really about a 2-hour ride in the thing with
Oh, wow,
all
Sark.
that's
No,
going
because they're so
on.
small.
Sark definitely didn't put that into perspective.
Oh my gosh.
And you'll get to their little area fairly quickly. There's a bit of a clearing where this walled-in area is. I suppose it's a walled-in area. Well, I know it is. I made it. What I'm trying to say is words are hard. As I move all of you
Not
onto
the
the.
only one with low brain cells.
I'm very, very tired.
Join us in the smooth brains.
But along with this building you see, which it's carved out of stone. It's all very nice. There's a bit of there's a pool of water in the very center, and at the other end, and it looks like all these the buildings, quote unquote, that they have are essentially piers that they've set up not in water. If that description makes any sense, like with this, where there's an underside,
So
you
it's
can
like just scaffolding, basically.
yeah, and there's some, and it says stairs. They have like just boards at an angle with foot spots. to,
Oh,
like,
it's
not
accessible.
yeah. And they've got several big barrels here that are reachable from either side. Seems to be where they store their food. They've got a little camp here. And as you arrive, the one kobold who speaks common goes, "Welcome to our home. We found it, and it's been ours for as long as we can remember."
How long is
That
that?
just resisting the urge to say that's not very long now, is it? I'm gonna
While
whisper
he's
to
sitting
him
there
17.
going over that, I'm gonna look around and try to find the shaman. Because, I mean, I probably know how to find the shaman, let's be honest.
And that's when he stops and goes, "Oh, I was born here." And the shaman is currently sitting in the middle of actually, I had a very specific one I wanted the shaman to be, but I think I've lost it. So the shaman is currently this one. What layer am I on? Why am I on the wrong layer? Why is the shaman on the
Each
wrong
one.
layer?
Oh,
He's
no.
this one, and he has two big doggos next to him.
Uh-oh.
Just
More pets.
he looks very old. Instead of being the green, teal, like various shades of green, he's very. Dude, cobalt
Like a
skills
very
get
pale.
yeah.
They do slightly gray and lose color over time, depending on how old they get.
He's very close to being almost entirely gray.
Like just a hint of green.
Yeah.
And then up walks Ingo, the silver kobold with, multicolored metallic scales all over her.
Yes. That no one has
Oh,
questioned yet.
it's-
He tilts his head over to the side and blinks, and you can see that his eyes are basically all white. And he nods, goes, hello, little one. In common, pretty much perfectly.
Sark is immediately going to be behind Ingoville.
And big one. The dogs
Wrong
kind
time
of
to drink.
the dogs kind of sniff for a moment and then lay back down on either side of him. Are
We
you
got
the
your, got your letter.
good. We have problems here. And he kind of waves behind him, and in the distance you can see where the building in the back is, and then some like poles set up in the back left. You see the entrance, and it's just blocked up with wood. Something's been coming from the forest. We sent several of ours to hunt, and they never came back.
Hello.
And when... Hello.
My internet die.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh no, he can't hear us. And when we sent more to search, they came back hurt and confused. And that's when we built the walls to make sure if it came out, it wouldn't attack us.
Do you have
What do
any
you-
idea what's attacking you?
No, the ones that returned babbled for hours and days before passing. They refused to eat or drink.
Is there anyone of that party still around?
No, that is why we've been searching for help. And when our messenger to the... He stops and thinks for a moment. Saturnites. Excuse me.
Okay.
Weird cough. The Saturnites came back. They mentioned that they'd run into capable people that perhaps could help. So we sent our folks to you immediately.
What do you mean by confused?
They babbled incoherently. Even I couldn't understand them, as they seemed to be... It was as if they were speaking many different languages at once, or at the very least, gibberish, and occasionally draconic along with it. And
Go ahead.
no, that was it.
I'm just gonna pop the goggles down and just take a good look around.
Vibe check.
You see a bunch of fairly normal kobolds, nothing out of the ordinary. The old shaman is very... he's got a very pale color around him, and it's generally that kind of look that people always want when they're old and, venerable. It gives off that feeling of like, this person knows what they're talking about and can help me, or at the very least help me figure out what I need to do to help me. Otherwise, nothing special, just people living their lives. Kobolds.
I kind of look to the party, and without saying anything, I just kind of motion up to them, trying to infer that maybe that's what's going on, without saying anything to alarm the kobolds.
Okay, so where did this party disappear at? Sounds like we need to head that way.
They simply went into the woods. We're not sure which path they took. They were young hunters wanting to go and explore, and most of the time those woods are safe, save for a few wolves, which, not to be pessimistic, but when you raise hunters, you expect to lose a few every so often. But when the others came back, that was when we knew something bad had happened, and we needed to prepare.
Hmm. A trekking we shall go, a trekking we shall go. Hi ho, the dairy
He nods to the kobold that led you here and goes, This little one will show you the way to get into the forest.
Nobody
If you
say it. Nobody say it.
I'm not even sure what you're trying to.
Good.
Show us the
Good.
way.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Yes,
I'm
before
fine.
you go, take this, and he pulls out a small wooden crate. It's the size. It's big to him, but it's small to you guys, and he holds it out. Brews from our tribe that will help heal any wounds. It's the least we can do.
I didn't hear bruise. I heard booze.
Honestly,
Same thing.
he
It
says
probably is.
he said
Is
it
it alcoholic?
very. He said it very weirdly. Is it alcoholic?
Can I take a sniff?
Yeah, you could take a sniff.
Brew booze.
Is that?
You don't need to
Perception?
roll. You don't need to roll.
I
It's
want to anyway.
You
See
want
if
to
I
anyway?
have the sense of smell.
all right. You
Kind of.
you pop the cork on it, and you really gotta like stick it up to your nose before it hits you, and it smells like swamp water, feet, and fire.
Lovely.
So
Hey, we'll
have it.
reminiscent of
Can I identify it as a kobold?
Yes.
My eyes are watering.
Just an intelligence check for you. Because
Look
these are
over
kind
and
of.
Zatch is like the. Zatch is like the crying cat meme.
Clark's face is going to be very
Red watery
concerned.
eyes. Just thumbs up to everybody.
I don't know if I get advantage on this or not.
I'll give you advantage. You don't know exactly what it's made out of because you don't know everything around this area, but you can tell this is essentially a kobold mix that is part alcohol, part plants dug up around the area to make a very effective but also very disgusting healing potion.
There's a gift
Gotten
for you and out
kobold
of
wound
context, John.
And they're the 2d8 healing potions. I forget what those are
Yes.
exactly.
I'm going to name these kobold wound salves.
Salves? But aren't
Yes.
they drinks?
Yes.
You can pour it on the wound and see if it works. There are 6 of them.
It's also a reference to another D&D game that has specifically something like this.
But
It's amusing to me.
Smells like pure gasoline. The nostrils.
Well, it won't taste pretty, but it definitely is effective at healing wounds. So you guys can divvy these up among yourselves.
How many are there in total to be divvied?
6.
6. So there's 5 of us.
I will-
One of us shall have 2, and I am assuming Ingoville will have 2.
Why would I have to? I'm not the one who's going to be popping them.
Listen, you're the
Hey.
healer.
Let's be honest here. With a 2d8 healing potion, that's a full heal for me right now, okay?
God help you if you need 2 of them. I've done my job right.
Honestly, I don't know if Ingo should have any of them. She's in one-shot danger all the time.
This is true.
Yeah,
The DM sneezes too hard, Ingo down.
he waves over at the kobold that led you here and goes, "Gabu, take them up north. I do not know which path they took, but at least they will see all of them." And the kobold nods and salutes, and then head leads you all to the north. And if you'll scroll up, you will see at the edge of your vision. I think I did this right.
So how much does it heal again?
2d8 plus 3.
Is it plus 3? I thought it was plus 2. Okay.
He's a very good chump.
Oh, okay.
2d8 plus 3.
This is you have several paths to take, should you wish.
Obviously, this is an RPG. We're taking every path.
You are correct. And this is a dungeon, so I'm gonna need you to make sure you move your pieces and make sure that you don't fuck around when you do.
Fuck around and find out.
There I am.
Be up near Front-ish.
So
Remember to enter your stats in again, since this
Yes.
is a new board.
Yep.
what do I have to enter in?
Your health
Your
and
HP,
stuff.
your AC, and you don't have spell points.
I do not.
Yeah.
You're the one party member without spells.
Listen.
Well,
Actually, do
you
I
have a
spell?
spell.
I have
You have
cantrip.
a spell. You have a cantrip.
But yeah, from here it is a dungeon. It's to figure it out.
Okay. How dark are these woods?
Very. Like, there's a specific path that is like the path I've set out in front of you is clear only in the sense that the trees kind of loom over it, rather than and are slightly wider apart than as opposed to just being clumped right up together.
Okay, I'm gonna touch Montry and cast light on him.
Sure, just turn him into a giant nightlight for us.
Yeah.
It.
We put light all in all directions. And if something comes after Montry, he's probably the one who's most likely to be able to withstand the hit.
We'll just turn
It
it.
is true.
Yeah, Matry's got like what, 5 times your HP?
All right,
Listen.
pick a direction. There are 4 ahead of you that you can take.
Before we do that, I mean, there's a couple of us that were pretty good at tracking last time. Shouldn't we look for the tracks?
Yeah, I suppose if you want.
There's no wives involved, so you might. Oh, never mind. You're good.
There's a wife involved somewhere. Or a himbo.
Sark's rolling good. That means there's a wife.
Gabu waves you all off as he like pulls the wood back in front of the gate, and then walks up.
They start sucking. It was Gabu.
And then walks up the little step because the walls on either end of the this and the other side are steps leading up to a wall. She just kind of walks up and sits and waves at you and watches. And you see a lot of tracks. Specifically, the newest ones would be going through the one on the left and the one on the right in the center. And there are older tracks going on the right and the far right and the far left.
Okay, well, Sark is going to convey all information to the whole party.
I
I
vote
am
for Sark.
presuming with that roll that Sark would understand
Yeah.
what all of them are.
Oh, I'm gonna turn to the other kobold real quick. Are there any traps that you guys left out that we should be aware of?
Oh shit.
It's your hunting area,
Yes.
Oh no.
Are you going to elaborate?
He blinks.
And Will is patient, but slowly the look of disappointment is starting to creep across her face.
I don't know what that means.
Could you tell us more about these traps that you have set out in the woods so we may avoid them while we're looking for your companions?
Oh. There are some pitfall traps with spikes at the bottom. There are a couple of
Classic.
wire traps that will grab onto things' legs. And
There's okay.
Do they have any like obvious trademark signs that way you know to avoid them, but maybe your prey does not?
I can probably find them if
they
can
will
remember.
smell like cobalt.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna turn to the rest of them. Okay, so one thing to know: some of my brethren are not very bright, but when it comes to trap making, they can be downright deadly. So please be very careful moving forward.
Sark is immediately going to look concerned.
Given that I'm
So-
a ranger, I suppose it only makes sense that I will help lead this charge.
I'm
I
voting to
suppose.
go kind of straight down the middle here. Carefully. Very carefully.
Yes.
When looking for traps, do you want us to do a survival or a perception check?
Perception, investigation, or survival will work, depending on what you have.
I'll do survival.
Because I know technically all are applicable, but not everybody's going to have all of them.
That's an 11.
Would
You
I need to re-roll my
I am-
investigation?
You're going to need to
Not
do it
Okay.
every time we get to a certain every like bit or so.
Also, keep in mind you do have a passive perception for auto detecting traps if their DC is low enough.
Fair enough. I think Gabo was the wife.
You do not see much in the way of tracks. What is happening? Hang on, my reveal has stopped working. You don't see much in the way of traps up to the point through here. I imagine the order is like Matri, Zatch,
Wait, why would I be first and not Ingaville?
Because you're shiny.
you're actually, yeah, you're right. It would probably be
I'm
someone in the
kidding.
It'd probably be Theros up front because they're the ones currently leading us through the woods. Stark would
Bub's
probably
right
be pretty
behind me.
close up to the front, but not directly in the front. Matri is
Yeah.
probably closer up to the front because he's a melee fighter and is the light source right now. I'd be towards the back.
Probably bringing up the rear. 'Cause
probably,
it doesn't make sense to put the squish all the way at the back.
yeah, and then yeah, all right, yeah. But you immediately, after about 5 minutes, you come to a crossroad.
I am assuming that we have Bubs.
Yes,
Yes.
he is sniffing around.
This is Bubs.
Hi,
This is
Bub.
Bubs.
Okay.
Hi, Bubs.
Sweet bubbly boobs.
Okay, well, that was a fast. Well,
Which
what are
way?
you guys thinking?
Do I have to roll for following the tracks?
No, the thing is, you're running into tracks pretty much like you see tracks going in both directions. So it seems like when they come through here, they kind of fan out.
Okay.
Or two groups were sent in. One maybe went to the right, one maybe went to the left.
I would advise against splitting the group. Although, if need be, I can go within the tree line so that someone is hidden within the trees no matter which direction.
Remind me, do we know which set of tracks is fresher than the other?
You
imagine
can't
with a-
really tell, no. It's a mountainous area
with
that
my 22.
even with it, it's been only a few days since this happened, so it escalated very quickly. So there's not much of a difference.
Would you consider
Oh.
this to be a mountain area or a forest?
Yes, the whole area is going up into the mountains. It is a forest in
Okay.
the mountains.
Just need to know
So
if that
then-
gives me advantage or not.
Yes.
Ferris gets advantage. All right. Well,
If whoever's in the back still looks back, they can see Gabu waving from the wall.
Hmm.
I'm not at the back. I can't wave back.
It's just me.
Actually, given that this does apply to my natural explorer feature, it says while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Ooh, okay.
So I would know which set of tracks is fresh.
Then yes, the one on the
Well,
left
fresher.
is the freshest. And it is
That's more recent.
And it is. Let me double check my everything I got written down here. Goddamn stupid fog of war makes it so even I can't see anything. There are
No.
3 creatures. 3 kobold-sized weight and height creatures going to the left.
To the left, to the left.
And to the right, we're about
everybody.
5 of them. Since I assume you'd also get the other side, there are 5 going the other way. But those are the older tracks.
2 sets of tracks. Left is fresher. 3 kobolds. I'm assuming traveling this way. Right's 5. Older.
Let's go with the
We
newer.
definitely want to go for the more recent ones because of the people who ran into this. And if we're going to find survivors, we need to find them fast.
Left it is.
To the left, to the left.
All right.
Everything you own and about to the left.
Do you need another survival check for me?
Yes. Anyone looking for traps?
Oh no,
Start,
they're
wait,
away
boy.
from
Start-
Gabu,
Well, I got an 18.
You get away from
so
your himbo husband. You start sucking.
You find one of the leg traps and you just point it out. Everybody steps over it. And you continue on. I assume Sark is just kobold.
In the case that we come running back through here with something behind us, I'm going to leave some indicator for us that shows that there is indeed a trap here that only, you know.
You just like stick a stick in the ground right next to it. Like an
Yeah.
animal's not going to know what the hell that means, but you will. That's fair.
I am in the trees at this point because Sark is realizing there's an advantage to all of the trees and being hidden in the trees. So even though it looks like I am in line with people, if it's on the edge of the trees, it just means I'm in the trees.
That's fair.
How far in?
Okay, I'm hiding in the trees too because I'm squishy.
You can get to here. You can get to Come on. Oh my god. You can get to about here before I need perception checks.
Okay, so then I guess I'll
I'm
be
still at
there.
the back, so it's probably not me.
No, all of you. You can all hear it about there.
Okay.
You said perception, right?
Yeah.
17. Oh, 15, sorry.
Uh, 14.
Sark and Zatch are the only ones that really hear it. It's snoring, but it's off through the trees to your right. It's very loud snoring.
Here?
And you have no idea where exactly it is. You just know it is to the
I'm
right.
Yeah, I'm just asking if that is
Yeah,
the right.
it is that direction.
Hmm.
I'm
It
gonna...
is distant and deep.
Distant and deep, so not a kobold.
Something is asleep to our right, guys. We need to be quiet.
What?
Not the grandma hearing.
I mean, I failed the perception check, so
It's apparently my
Yeah.
one.
You're close. You are close enough that once they point it out, you can kind of hear it. But it also, you also might just think it's the wind, like getting caught somewhere.
okay.
Sark is going to very obviously make a shushing motion. Not a shushing sound, a shushing motion.
I already made the sound.
Well, yes. But Ingewill did not understand.
Do you want to investigate?
It could be another bear with their kids that we almost kill.
You did kill one of them.
No, we didn't. We did not kill.
You did?
No, we didn't.
I thought you killed one.
No.
Okay.
Nope,
'Cause
we
you're-
nearly killed one.
We
Because
knocked it out
Mazda-
instead.
Okay.
Mazda went back and healed them.
Okay. I forget.
Yes.
Okay. Engelwold's gonna go try to sneakily see what the snoring is.
Oh hell no! You're gonna make. Is there another?
Trying to say that.
Best.
I got a 15.
Oh, are we rolling stealth?
I am. I specifically said I was gonna go stealthily investigate what that sound is.
As you push through the trees, you eventually see like a little nestled in clearing. And then the area continues on, and there's some stuff. You can see it continues on to the left.
So does it look like we're going to run into this trail eventually if we continue going left?
I mean, like, you see a area here, and it goes up and to the left, or up and north, I suppose is. Like it continues upward here.
Okay.
So I see the source of the snoring.
No.
Are the others just continuing on without us?
Fair question, because I'm sticking with Ingoville because I don't trust Ingoville to be stealthy enough.
They have just walked into the woods.
Well, you guys
tell
said
no
you
much.
mentioned snoring and shushing, and then I went towards the source of the snoring. Quietly. We're on a rescue mission. Who knows what we're gonna find here? You can't just ignore stuff.
Fair.
Watch me.
So is anyone else just pushing
Watch
through
me.
the forest?
That's the spirit, Zatch. Just gonna wait and see what they're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. I need the stealth checks again.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh.
Oh
Oh,
no! We keep getting too far from my future himbo.
You see a little clearing
Holy
with
shit, Madri.
oh my god.
How does the glowing...
Madri. It's just pushes through, glowing, but unseen like a fucking cryptid.
Much is
Sorry.
encrypted.
And
I'd be impressed if their stealth wasn't so much lower.
you see a half ogre sleeping with 3 hippogriffs.
And Will is going to calmly
Sorry,
just
son
step
of a wife.
backwards.
Sorry, this
Hang
is
on.
not another wife.
Hang on.
But there's
Let
so
me-
many options.
Shark, you gotta come back. You have wife.
Yes.
Let's see.
Just because the player of your wife
You
is
are-
God doesn't mean your wife is God.
You are able to slowly back away quietly.
I'm going to inform everyone. Hey, let's keep it down. There's 3 hippogriffins and a half ogre on the other side of that clearing.
We'd have been boned no matter which way we...
So now we continue stealthily.
Yes. I'll need stealth checks as you continue on to a point. Just one from everyone. I'll take Matri's 20 still, but everybody else.
Oh, thank God. Oh, wait.
Oh, thank God!
Alright. What's my... Oh, that's a good roll. What's my modifier, though? Alright, well... I'm at disadvantage, so maybe this won't be a good roll.
Oh no.
My armor.
Why are you at disadvantage?
Scale mail.
You hear grumbling in the distance.
It's a 13.
The distance means
Or-
it's a different
Mhm.
entity.
No,
Wait,
let me
since
rephrase
I'm-
you. Yes.
Since I'm at the head of the group, would I No, I'm still traveling with the group. That wouldn't work. Never mind.
I would say that since it's your favorite terrain, I would not mind it if you just have normal rolls for stealth
No,
right here.
there's a thing with my natural explorer. It says if you're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a normal pace, but if you just want to take that first roll, then...
Okay, then, yeah. then you're all okay, but you hear what you assume is the ogre, like, grumbling because Ingawil, like, steps on a lot of twigs.
I got a 10. Come on, it was double digits.
Zark
You
is
still
regretting-
step on them rather loudly.
Zark is regretting not lifting Ingoville up.
But yes, you can all get to
Learning
the
it was
little.
rude.
You can all get to here.
Oh, huzzah.
At which point, you come to another fork in the road.
Made a contribution to out of context.
Yes.
I'm excited to see all that when we're done.
My god. But see, my stealth went way up as soon as we started moving along. Maybe I do have a hippogriff in my future.
Oh no.
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 Left or north?
More north?
Left or north is what I'm asking the group.
I'm gonna do my magic again and use a survival check.
Sounds like a plausible reason.
Alright, it's a 15.
Want to
Better
check
than
for
mine.
traps.
Again, better than mine.
So you Zatch spots to this whole area that you can go through is covered in pitfall traps. But
Oh.
at the same time, Ferris sees the newer tracks over here as opposed to the slightly older ones over here.
So the kobolds didn't follow the path; they went around the path, the pitfall traps.
Hmm. Which involved going through the trees and potentially waking that ogre.
I think we're far enough away from the ogre now. We should be okay.
Famous last words.
I was about to say there's like 3
I
hippogriffs.
mean, do
with
you have
that
a better
ogre.
option?
No, I'm just making a joke.
Okay.
Can I help everyone navigate around all the pitfalls? Because I can see where they are.
It would require dex checks to get around. But
Dex
because
saving
you
or
But would they have
acrobatics?
advantage because I know where they are?
yes,
Okay.
it would just be a dex save.
Can I just go through the trees instead?
Which way?
Over here,
Just around where the pitfalls
kind of
are.
around where the pitfalls are. Yeah.
Yes, but you may, if you decide to do that, you may have to make a stealth check as well.
What if? Sorry, he's going to start eyeballing Ingoville.
Zatch is just spinning in circles there.
Looking
Gaze is going every
around,
direction the arrow's pointing.
keeping an eye out.
What if I just picked you up and took you over there?
Sorry.
Why did you pick me up?
I'm sorry. That's having too much fun there.
I could do an acrobatics check and just kind of like
Jump over.
toss Grandma.
Toss Grandma!
The row Ingewill?
I feel like this is a bad idea. I'm not consented throwing.
But
This
I
is
had
a
great acrobatics.
terrible idea.
Throw grandma.
You
as
don't
long
have
as you-
strength. You
Inglewood
don't have
doesn't weigh that
strength.
much.
You still
I
need strength to throw.
I would allow an acrobatics check to throw Grandma if you really
I
want
don't
it.
consent to being thrown. Can we not?
I would rather not throw Grandma.
I could carry you like a Yoda backpack.
I am just perfectly fine. I can do it myself. And stubbornly, Inglewill is going to go around the traps through the woods.
Okay, roll
If
stealth.
Inglewill was going... Oh no. If Inglewill was going to get on anybody's back, I think the most logical one would be Bubs.
Or mine.
Ha!
You,
Jesus
you're
Christ, Grandma.
tiny, angry, and determined, and you come right out the other side of those woods to over here.
I'll follow her through.
I'm gonna also need a stealth check from you.
Okay. How's a 20?
That's perfectly fine. You're able to get through without making too much of a fuss.
Not
Don't
letting you
even
run off
hear you.
alone. I know you don't. I know you don't.
You
Just
jump
saying.
over the traps. Sark, in a beautiful display, jumps over all the traps.
He is showing off as hard as human possible.
That's the thing where you can see cats kind of judge the jump before they make it.
Oh
Kinda
my
do a
god,
little-
if I fail in acrobatics, I'm gonna be one of those cats that
There's
tries
a little
to
Jump.
jump.
The little shuffle into place. and
Little
looks
shuffle.
up and down.
Just moves forward
It's
about
gonna
a
be
foot.
one of those cats that goes to jump and then just flops.
Into the spikes.
I just realized, how are we?
Is the map not showing again?
I don't have to
God
worry
damn
about
it.
Matri, because despite glowing and being a construct, he out-stealthed me earlier.
Yeah.
The glow does last an hour, by the way, so
Still
Mat-
glowing.
Matri, are you going through the traps or the woods?
I will go through the woods, please.
Can I get a stealth check, please?
Yes, absolutely. Let's see
Here
if
comes the
something bad
one.
happens.
Oh no.
Oh,
Nope.
you're also
Nat
perfectly
20!
you're perfectly
Nope.
quiet.
Oh,
You don't even leave footprints.
Jesus.
which is very confusing to the ranger.
Right?
speaking of which, do I need to make a roll for Bubs as well, or can I just have him like, follow?
I'll just have him
my
follow
moves
you.
and what- All right. And it-
Make an intelligence roll
Roll.
to see how well Bubs follows.
It's a 16.
That is acceptable. You get across, and all you hear in the distance is the same quiet snoring.
And do you need me to do like a, since there's so many of these traps in the area, do you need me to do a check to mark them, or?
There are a lot of them to the point where, like, as long as you remember this area, you should
I'm
know
gonna
not to go through there.
Rip a shred of my shirt and tie it to a tree at the beginning of this area.
Yeah, that works. Like this, it is basically it's meant to cut off the two paths, and like animals that go through just immediately fall in and die. So like, as long as
Easy
no one
hunting.
as long as no one forgets the path, you should be
So what
fine.
you're
But with that,
saying-
you'll be even better.
What you're saying is that Ferris should have held on to the good luck charm that Sark stuck on their horn at the very beginning.
My God.
I just want to point out,
That
all
are
of
you?
these traps that we're finding, if we come into contact with something, we can use them to our advantage.
Exactly.
That's why I've been marking them.
True.
All right. But yeah, now you have another choice.
North or south?
North, south, or west.
West.
I thank God that you're a
Judging by
player.
spatial awareness, South is definitely gonna meet up with the ogre.
What were you saying?
Yeah.
Thank God Ingawil is a player, because I can just look over and make sure I'm revealing the right areas.
Double checking
Alright.
yourself.
Yep.
Well, I guess the question is do we want to tangle with the hippogriffins and the half giant or no? Ogre or no?
Out of character, I just worry about burning through our spell slots too quickly
Yeah.
if we were to fight right now.
I feel that. But also the part of me just wants to fight everything. Experience, yo.
We-
Experience.
We're on a mission.
Okay,
out for
like
blood.
Grandma wants
Okay.
blood.
Grandma is out for blood.
Especially after Sark offered to throw her.
Yes.
I mean, they're asleep. We could get the jump on them.
We
Yeah, but the
could.
hippogriffs can fly, and how much time is that going to take away from finding the survivors?
You can always do it on the way
Yeah, that's-
back.
True. Also, it's a good thing we
Say
left
we
the
wait
meetup,
till the
because
way
we might have
back.
been awake if we had waited. And then we would have had it with them awake.
And
to
it might
mention-
alert other things in the woods to us.
But also,
I
It'll
said
be
we go
fine.
north.
like, to have
For no
ogre-
other reason than I just think it is north. I have nothing to base it on.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
guess I
not
should
gonna do very well. That is a 6.
die.
At this point, you've lost it. You've lost where the tracks are. These could be new. These could be old.
Can
After
I
all the
try to track it?
Dodging the
Yeah.
traps threw me off.
yeah, sure, you can try, but you're gonna have disadvantage
Survival,
because you're not.
investigation, perception.
Whichever one you want, but you're gonna have disadvantage because you're not a tracker.
How's a 21 sound?
Oh my god.
So Ferris is annoyed by the trap and having to get through. Bubs has been a grump all morning, and he's still kind of a grump now. And you spot the only reason you find it is you notice that there's a dropped bit of like metal that you saw a lot of the other kobolds wear, like jewelry, heading north.
My hunch was correct.
Oh,
I'll pick it up and be like, see, I said we should go north.
ooh, shiny bit. What is it? What is it?
I pocket it.
Oh,
You absolutely want to know what it was. It looks like a chunk of metal that came off of something, and it's been roughly hit with a hammer until it looks kind of like a dragon if you squint.
all I have to say
It looks
is
kind of
both
like a
of dragons
dragon
sleight
if
of
you're
hand.
blind.
It looks like a dragon if you're a kobold that just wants something fancy on their horns.
Aw,
And you will not find anything north until you get to, once again,
another.
another But,
Another one.
perception checks from here.
Here?
Once you get to the center.
Excellent. My absolute
Oh.
best skill.
Oh, oh.
Nothing can go wrong with this perception check. Oh, yeah.
Plus
8
20.
and 10 and 13.
Ferris, you all don't see shit.
We need
I-
Botry.
Yeah, Madri and Ferris might save this.
What did you get?
Ferris
John?
does.
I got a flaccid 20.
Oh.
You have Bubs kind of.
Just reroll.
What kind of noises does Bubs make? It's kind of like barks, squawks, like chitters.
Oh my
Not-
god.
It's kind of like somewhere between something like a growl and a dragon's like a lesser version of a dragon's roar noises like that.
He is. You
But always
notice.
with a hint of burp.
Ow, it's just they only come out of his nose.
You notice that he's like
Basically
sniffing
sleeps.
and huffing to the left as opposed to the right. And then you see him bound off in that direction.
Oh no.
Hey, oh, fuck
Oh no.
me. She's gonna go chasing after him. Quietly,
I'm
of course,
also
but since
chasing.
She's going off ahead. She can
Not
move at a normal
quietly.
pace stealthily since this is the natural
Uh,
explorer thing with her.
It is fine.
Okay, yeah.
Bubs will get to here. And you will find. Hang on, I need to do something. How do I?
Just remember, we need to get a Drake for every party member, so that way we can do a one-shot where we're all playing as the Drakes.
that's the Christmas one shot, except it's like a peak Pokemon Vacation.
Oh.
The Bub's Holiday Special.
Yes.
The Bub's Holiday Special.
Yeah, it's just like a really weird version of Honey Heist.
You know what? That's just gonna have to.
Yeah.
You see, Bubs has run over to two kobolds, absolutely fucking ripped apart, and one kobold bleeding and laying there breathing very heavily.
I'm going to run up and cast Cure Wounds on him.
You give him the old cure wounds, and he gets up and he looks at you really weird for a second, and then just goes, thank you.
Are there
Eh.
any others?
What the fuck happened here?
Big, bad. And he points,
I'm speaking in Draconic, so he can. Yeah.
he's just shooking up. So
He's still fumbling.
Big, bad,
Point.
big.
Point. Where?
He points, northeast, northwest, that is to say.
I'm going to leave Bubs with the kobold just to protect him, and I'm gonna go on ahead. I'm gonna
Okay.
signal to everybody else, just like wave him on.
All right.
Are any others of them injured?
The other two are dead. Like,
She said they were ripped
Oh.
apart.
yeah.
Oh. So it's just
Uh,
this
Need
guy.
some flex tape for that.
How
Alright.
good.
One of them's
Oh, no.
one's head is in the other
hate that
one's
question.
arms, and the other one's arms are across the forest from its body. And I need a stealth check if you're going up. If you're gonna keep going up.
Yeah, I can do that.
Are you going alone?
Yes, I'm going to just go on ahead while everybody else kind of takes a look at what Bubs just found. Bubs did not find a good spot to look for ingredients. I'll say that much.
I'm not. Oh my god. No.
Um,
I'm not gonna linger too much. I'm planning on following after you decently
That's-
quickly.
that's a 12. And while you describe that, I have to pick up crumbs off the floor because
Matri's coming along.
Just silent as ever.
I'm a
say,
will-o-wisp.
I will say that you even
oh
out,
my god, you are.
and
Just a will-o-wisp.
Listen.
I will say that you
Nobody
even
gets to
out,
know me.
and when Ferris is about to be caught, you quickly pull her to the side, and ahead of you is you're going up a mountain, and that's why the trees are now getting more snowy. And you come to what is essentially how do I describe it? It's a flattened area. It's like rocks and shit, and it keeps going up, and it's just a little crevice. Not little necessarily, but it's a crevice. And in that crevice, you see three. It looks like someone took a kobold and stretched it out. And it looks very similar to something you've seen before.
I'm flipping the
Oh
goggles
no!
down. I'm flipping them down.
Oh hell no.
You're
we're
flipping
gonna
them
die.
down. You're flipping the goggles down. And instead of what you're used to with the things where you see like an aura, it literally looks like there's a hole in the world where these things are moving.
Okay, real quick. I asked the kobold if he has any traps that are easily deployed on him.
No.
Do
No.
they?
No. We had emergency stuff to help before hurt.
Okay. Well,
Sark is seriously considering going back and asking the ogre and the hippogriffs for help.
I'm going to point at the clearing, hold up 3 fingers, and then point to the goggles and just nod. Very like alarmed.
okay. I want you guys to
Pulling
get
out the
into the
sword.
sides and the sides here. Hide in the bush trees.
You have to tell me twice.
Sark's already the most hidden of everyone. I don't even think you guys know where Sark is.
No.
I'm going to.
Before combat starts, I'm casting mirror image on myself.
What you mean before you want to fight these things? We couldn't even take on one.
Being fair, those were a
These
lot
are smaller.
bigger.
These are kobold sized.
They
The
are.
last one was like a worm taken over. These are kobolds taken over.
Yeah, these are barely as big as like the shortest
This
one
is
of you that
possible
isn't in the
grandma's
well.
future.
Okay. So while everyone's doing that, I'm going to, since they have not spotted us, going to cast a spell in the area.
A spell or dispel?
A spell.
Okay.
I don't have a dispel yet, so.
Don't forget
I've
what happened the
done
last time we tried
this,
to use
by the
magic
way.
on one of these things.
I've done this.
Okay. Well, everyone's off to the side and hiding. I want to stand as far back as I can, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the area.
Okay.
The idea being that everyone's off to the side waiting to jump them. I cast Fairy Fire. They get alerted to my presence. They come charging after me, and then everyone jumps them in a surprise attack.
All right.
Yeah. Fairy fire gives advantage.
I
Let's
need
go.
to know because I am absolutely using some of the poison that I
Okay.
got from the cave. Matri, you rolled a 0. So did
I didn't roll
Oh
anything.
no, he's adding people to the okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So let
I'm adding people
And
who I
get 0
know.
for initiative.
Yes,
I don't remember what
Keep
the stats were
work.
for.
just adding people who.
I just rolled my initiative for the actual turn order, but still.
I am slow and I don't like it.
What is yours, Monsieur Ferris?
Rolling that right now. I
But
was eating part of a cookie.
Fair.
cookies are good.
13.
Oh my
13.
god.
They're even better when they're not getting sprinkles all over the fucking floor.
I feel that.
Hey, I did it with Cheez-Its earlier.
Oh, that's worse.
I love cheese. I have the box next to me.
The
I
difference is
muted
the salt's
earlier so I
just-
could open the box and pour them.
The difference is the salt's just harder to see on the floor.
Yeah, that's why I got a vacuum. I actually enjoy vacuuming.
I'm going to assume that Clark's
Alright.
initiative roll is still holding a grudge from the last time we ran into one of these things.
When it made you forget wife.
Yes.
Before initiative starts, I am going to. Let's see, do I have something like that in my inventory? Trying to see.
I mean, I got in a spell. 2 people got in spells before combat.
Any of us
So.
have something to write with or on?
I mean, I'm on my computer. I can type in a
No,
note
I mean
thing.
in game, like characters.
I
They
mean,
have
me
I got
anything
check.
on them.
for why.
I was gonna say to write down everything that happened up until now, so if we forget, we don't forget.
The best I've got
Wasn't
is
it wasn't it Dragon Lady who messed with our memories?
No.
Not these things?
It was these things. Although, Elizabeth, I believe, did
Elizabeth,
say once you've gone through it once, you will not forget again.
Okay, well then never mind. I wasn't sure if she told us that or not.
Yes.
I was about to say about the closest thing I got for something to write on is I have a forgery kit.
That works. That would work.
I'd probably have paper.
All right. So this will be the
And
turn order
pens.
after the surprise round. So you're going to cast Fairy Fire. Where are you going to stand?
And I'm casting Mirror Image.
I need that to move.
I'd be here.
I'm gonna be standing here, as far back as I physically can be. And it's a 20
20-foot square. It should hit. Yeah, I can hit all of them. Okay.
So, opening ring, I'm just going to blast the area from the tree line back here with the fairy fire. And engulf all 3 of them in blue sparkles.
They will light up, and you will see them screech, and then begin to charge. I assume you're all
Does
going
it
to
sound
hold
like
until
screech?
they're...
Right. I thought the phone sound was them screeching.
Boo, dude.
I'm going to assume you hold all your actions until they get, like, here-ish.
I mean,
Where the
I
fuck did I-
guess so.
Yeah,
Gonna
I'm
assume
an
I'm up
Eldritch Blast.
here.
All right. Just tell me which one you're going to do. They're in a row.
The one in the front.
All righty.
Keep in mind you have advantage on all attacks.
Yes. so
22.
that will hit
7 damage.
on the front. takes 7 damage.
Which one are you attacking?
The one in the front.
Ferris.
One more level and I can do 2 of those in a cast.
Yes.
We'll go you next for your surprise thing. We'll go counterclockwise.
Just get me a mouthful of cookie.
Okay, Sark, you're going next then.
All right. So it's going to be da 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 da. Oh, but I forgot to. They have the poison on the daggers, but I don't remember what the stats were for that.
Okay, you only rolled your sneak attack damage, not your actual dagger damage.
What?
Oh, whoops.
What was that poison?
It was a lot.
It was the poison from the spiders. It was like super
still have
deadly or
I
whatever.
still
and I
have
got
those
several
notes.
vials of it.
Still think I have those notes.
Why did you re-roll your attack? Just press the 2 daggers button.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure a 26 hit if a 22 hit.
Yes, a 26 will hit. DC 11 Constitution save. That's what it is. All right. So, which one are you going after?
I guess I'm going after the one in the back so that I will continuously have sneak attacks on all of them.
Okay.
Forever.
So that's
I mean, you have advantage, so you always have sneak attacks right now.
5 plus
Yeah.
8. That's 13 damage.
All right.
And
But it's
then,
these.
all right,
Never mind.
the 11 Constitution save.
You feel like you're gonna sneeze, and then your body's like, nope, because you said it.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay. And then it takes 10 more poison damage.
Wow.
Spicy. That's 23 damage in a single attack.
Sark does not forget.
That's rogues.
All right, Ferris.
Spicy. Now I can go. Have any of them not been attacked yet?
The
The
middle
middle.
one.
All right. I will go after the middle one. I will pop Hail of Thorns on my next attack, or I guess my ensuing attack.
Yes.
All right. And so I have hit and I have advantage, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, I have advantage,
Yes.
don't I?
It took me a second to remember. Yes.
All right, that is a 15 again.
15 to hit with
Yes.
advantage. Yes.
Yes.
As a miss.
Oh my god. All right.
Just rolled so poorly.
I did. Like I said,
The cookies fucked you.
it did. It did.
Matri. Or Bubs. Did Bubs? What?
wait.
Bubs was hanging back with that kobold.
I know
Wait.
this is like the surprise round.
And besides, I used my bonus action, so I couldn't
Do
have
it.
him do anything
Fair.
except for run.
Do I still get to do the stuff that I would normally do in battle?
No,
Yes. When
it's
the
just
wait.
not right now, but you will later.
Yes,
Okay.
this is surprise round, and you all get a surprise action, and then we go to turn order.
Okay.
Matri.
Why am I?
Activating
Yeah.
Thunder Gauntlets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Punch.
Wow.
Let's
Crit.
go, Iron Hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cycle
Roll
into
that
deadly.
damage.
God damn.
27. Shit.
How?
12
Times 2.
times 2, that's 24 damage.
Crunch.
So as the fairy fire goes off, they're all covered in this blue light and they run forward. Zach Eldritch blasts. Ferris looses an arrow but misses. Sark jumps into this one and stabs it like in the back of its elongated, stretched out legs. And then Matri just grabs it by the skull, I imagine, and shock.
Crushes its skull.
It's still alive, but it's literally twitching with electricity. And now we go to the turn order. Sark! Sark Yixgag.
Yak.
Dark Yeekskeg.
Okay, excellent. So, did Matri attack the same one that I had attacked originally?
Matri attacked the middle one. You attacked the top
The middle
one.
one, yes.
Okay.
You still have advantage due to a fairy fire, and you still get sneak attack because of that, but you would also because flanking.
Excellent. Do-do-do.
Holy shit.
Shit!
Do-do-do.
Jesus.
Don't forget the poison.
The poison's
Oh,
only
fuck.
once.
Making it a con save.
The poison's only once. It's once a
Oh.
successful stab, but still.
Well, that's okay, because also at 3rd level, I get whales from the grave, so unbeknownst to Sark, pure hatred has triggered this whales from the grave effect, in which case, as you nudge someone closer to the grave, you can channel the power of death to harm someone else as well immediately after you deal your sneak attack damage
Holy
to
Well,
a
you
creature on your turn.
certainly nudged it to death because it's very, very close. You have
You can
gouged a long, just fucking line up its legs into its back.
excellent.
And
I
now
can
it's its
target
turn.
a second creature. Wait.
Oh, wait.
No, she's not done.
you can
Her
do that
thing
now.
lets her do
You can
half
do
of
that
her
now?
sneak attack damage.
Oh,
And
you can do
I'm
that
not
now.
done
I
yet.
thought you said that was next
Yeah.
level.
No, that's
okay,
now.
okay.
He's level 4
Okay,
now.
which one?
I can target a second creature that I can see within 30 feet, so I'm of course going to target the one that Matri has done the most damage
All
on.
right, yeah. And half of your sneak attack?
Roll
Sneak attack
half
damage.
the number, half the sneak attack
God.
dice for your level.
Oh, half the
And
sneak
they will
attack
be taking
dice.
Yes, half
Traditional
the sneak
D6.
attack dice, and I get it will take necrotic damage equal to the roll's total, as wails of the dead sound around them for a moment.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
roll
And
a
I can
d6.
I can use this feature a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, and I regain all expended uses when I finish a long rest.
Beautiful. Roll a d6.
Roll a d6, roll a d6.
5.
Yeah.
You hear this thing screaming in the middle with its head in Matri's hand, and it sounds like bells ringing. Like deep, awful, like noise right in front of you. And now it's their turn, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Christ.
Rogues, man.
Yeah, all right. All right, well, the middle one will take we'll take a swipe at Matri. Does a 20 hit you? I don't think it does.
Nope. That would be a negative.
A 15 also does not hit you. All right.
Nope.
Can't touch this.
The one in the back who's very hurt, how do I you hear it snapping as it literally turns its torso around, its legs, its feet digging into the ground as its hands reach up to claw at you.
So this thing like just twists its torso around completely, like legs still facing front. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Are they rolling advantage? Is that what's going
Yes.
on?
15. Does a 15 hit you, Suck?
My armor class is 15.
Okay, that one
Oh, it
will
does.
hit, and that will crit. All right, so
Oh.
the
No,
first
whoa.
the first
Great
hit
player.
does 7,
Said, all right, my turn.
and then the next one does 14.
So
That's
21 total.
21.
You're
Are you down?
Dead. I had 26 points. Now I'm down 21 points. So I'm at 5 HP.
Still almost as much HP as Ingawell.
and then the
Yeah.
one, and the other
Finally,
one.
someone has
wait,
less
no,
HP than you, Ingewill.
that's not going to happen because I realize that will provoke an attack of opportunity. And the other one will now try to hit Matri as well.
I
Damn it,
see.
I'm
So they retain
wasting
attack
my fucking
dice.
mirror
17
image.
plus 5 is 22. Does that hit you, Matri?
No.
God damn.
The giant
No,
metal
it's-
machine.
Fuck is
Oh
your
my
AC?
God.
And Matri takes
Ow, max
18
damage,
damage.
Wait, what? How?
It
18.
crit.
Not crit you.
Oh, crit. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
25.
Fair.
What? Huh? Who-
It's the one in the front does something similar, but it's still like standing at a reasonable angle, and it just stabs its claws into either side of Matri. And now it is Ingewill's turn.
Okay. Looking at these monsters, what's the condition of all three?
The one in the back,
Very fucked up, decently
Yeah.
fucked up, a little fucked up.
yeah, pretty much. The one in the back, there's blood everywhere. It seems to be snapping itself into pieces to try to kill Sark. The one in the middle is brain fried from what you can see, and the one in the front's barely hurt.
Matri gave it a lobotomy.
Had it, Matri took 18 damage for that lobotomy.
You know, 6 in one, half a dozen in another.
Ingawell is going to cast a spell.
It's the second time Matri's ever taken damage from an enemy.
Both times it was
Scorching
really
ray.
No.
But both times it wasn't
One of the
crit.
bandits in the first episode crit
target
him
ray is
too.
the one in the back.
All right.
I get 3 roll attack rolls, and these are all at advantage. So,
Yep.
no, did it not save it? Dang it! 1 second.
Gotta remake the attack. I get you.
I had it saved, but apparently my sheet rolled back whenever I left.
I hate that.
Oh no.
I think I did this correctly, so let's find out if it did it properly.
Let's check. Miss. No, yeah, miss.
Dang, that's a terrible roll.
That is.
Oh well, at least I have 3.
You do.
The 23 hit
Yes.
takes 15 points of fire damage.
The one in the back, I imagine
He's dead.
one you aim for where its body was as it's turning, because this all kind of happens at the same time, as it's turning its body around, so it hits the ground underneath it, scorching it, and then the other one just blasts it full on in the like crunched up, turned around chest, and it just crumbles. And your third one.
The third was going for the middle. It was a 19 hit.
19 will hit.
Ooh, minimum roll 7.
It is now
Ooh.
smoking more than just because it was electroshocked. Ferris.
Oh boy. So the good news is, even if I missed, I don't lose my Hail of Thorns, because it's only the next time I hit a creature.
Yes.
So that's great. I'm gonna go for
That being said,
I'm gonna go for the very front. You shut your mouth, Zatch. I'm gonna go for the one in the very front that doesn't seem too fucked up yet.
Yeah.
Come on, dice, don't kill me now, please. Oh, nat 20!
Yes.
And that's with Hail of Thorns, too.
All right.
That's
Oh
gonna
my
hurt.
God, yes!
that's
Roll
going
me
to
that.
fuck it up.
Roll me
When I
that
hit-
I
shit.
really wasted my mirror image.
I hit it hard. Alright.
It's okay. It's
do you want me
okay.
do you want me to roll one die and just double the outcome, or roll 2 dice and
Roll
them
it and
together?
then double. That's what we decided on.
Roger that. I always check different DMs, different games,
Yep,
different
yep.
rules.
We've had this
It
talk a
It
few
seems like we're
times, and we
doubling
keep
the
forgetting.
damage as well instead of just the dice.
Yes.
So from the longbow,
The whole damage.
the normal longbow attack, that is 5 points of piercing damage before
5.
doubling.
Uh-huh.
And from the spell, that's going to be. Oh, I need the D10 instead for that one.
Screen is a black screen.
Okay, that's
Stupid Dream.
that's total of 12 points of piercing damage. Actually, first I needed to make a dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm trying to.
I was like, you needed to make a death save?
Dex.
I heard death save.
Thank you for
That
keeping
sounds
an eye
about
on that
right.
for me, Sark.
I do not
Dex?
want the enemies to make death saving throws. Yeah, dex.
You know, I probably could
18.
have avoided being hit that
18?
hard.
All right, so only takes half. So that's a total
If-
of 9 points of piercing damage,
So 9 times
and
2,
then doubled 18.
18. Beautiful hit as a volley of arrows just shoot into it. And Sark, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying I probably could have avoided taking that much damage if I would ever remember that I do have cunning action and have had it since 2nd level, and I keep forgetting to dash, disengage, or hide.
Zatch.
How fucked up is the one in front of me?
The one in front of you, there's arrows sticking out of it. It's burning a little. It looks pretty hurt. Not
Alright,
quite.
bonus action, Hexblade's curse it,
All right.
and I'm gonna swing my sword at it.
All right.
And I crit on 19s,
Hell yeah. Swing that
as
sword.
well as 20s. And I get a 19, so yeah, that's a crit.
5. Baby.
So it takes that plus this 9, 11, 22 damage.
22 damage. You I have to imagine you just cut its fucking head off.
Yes.
Just a.
Or I'd like stab through its mouth and slice its neck in half like that.
Oh hell yeah! And
Like it was trying to go for a bite, and I just am like, no.
yes, Matri, this thing is screaming in your hands.
Good. It should perish in my hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank God for that advantage.
why?
You still have
Why?
advantage. So
Oh,
thank
thank
God.
God.
Fairy Fire OP.
Yes, Fairy
Sure.
Fire was the spell I wanted to get on Zatch so that I could have advantage with my fucking Eldritch Blasts
How
that
do
I
you?
kept
How
whiffing.
does Matri finish this thing?
Matri almost felt bad.
I would like to perform a Mortal Kombat Raiden style fatality and shock into its head until it explodes.
I love it.
I love it.
I love
It is done. There's blood everywhere. And combat is over.
After combat is over, Inglewood's going to take a step up, and she's going to cast a spell while everyone's regaining their breath.
I'm gonna lay on hands Sark for 5 HP.
Thank God somebody appreciates the cat.
You're healed for 5.
Huzzah, I'm back up to 10.
Ah, in range each credit points to 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. So everybody gets healed for 15.
I didn't take damage! I still have 3, like, mirror image copies of me, like, circling me, by the way.
Those last a little while. You get in case something else attacks you.
It lasts a minute, so it's not gonna last that long.
So we
Fair.
all
By
heal
the
for
time you're done
15.
casting Prayer of Healing, they're gone.
Yes.
Yep.
And have
Everything
been
within
gone for
30
like
feet of me just
9.5
heals.
minutes.
Heals for
I'm-
15.
I'm just gonna automatically put myself back at 26 instead of 25.
Yeah, that's
because I
fine.
assume I'm gonna purr, and that's gonna give me extra.
Yeah, you'll
whatever.
be fine walking back. Take a break, whatever you want to do.
We bring the dead kobolds. Do they have like burial rites in
Yes.
kobold culture?
Yes.
Okay, we'll bring them back.
Can I investigate the bodies to see how these things were messed with?
Sure. Which ones? The crazy ones or the normal ones?
Crazy ones, yes. Like, is there a source of whatever corrupted them nearby?
That would be in our. Sark is. That'd be an Arcana check, and Sark is just thank
Whatever.
God I'm alive, just like doing the cross motion almost. Dios mío.
Praising the sun.
There's a 21 count.
Yes. So whatever did this to them, Elizabeth kind of explained what happened and to a dragon or any kind of dragonoid thing, and pretty much exactly what she explained has happened to this. You can tell it has been cut off from magic. It has been cut off from every plane of existence. This creature barely seems to exist here. Like, as you're examining it, it's starting to just disappear. Like, just a little bit at a
Can I
time.
tell the source of the corruption? Because obviously this is just the cobalt party that disappeared. This isn't the end of it.
The source? The source is kind of hard to pinpoint because whatever it seems like did it, you kind of get the vibe, like the magical vibe that it's everywhere around here. Probably because they
Okay.
kind of seem to give off the same energy itself.
Okay, so we found the lost party, but we have not found the source of what caused this. So this is just a preface of what's to come. I would like to investigate this little alcove over here that we found them in to see if there's the source around here somewhere or if it's somewhere else in the woods.
Okay.
What are we doing about the one survivor?
We're
He
going
ran
to
away, apparently.
What survivor?
the one kobold that was alive still.
No.
He's gone.
Yeah, that Bubs was guarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubs was doing a good job, but Bubs didn't look behind him. He's gone.
Oh no, our one survivor. Okay, well, while Ingoville is checking that out, Sark was obviously interested in our survivor and is discovering that they don't exist.
While you're searching through that area, you find that in the very back of the cavern, like not the cavern, the little area, there is a hole that is just kobold sized, and inside it is a little trunk, and as opposed to the rest of the stone around it, it is just seemingly made of this black crystalline kind of thing. And it does.
Can I try to identify it?
Yes.
What would I need to roll for that?
That would also be an arcana. Also, what are you investigating?
Where did Stark go?
This-
Sark went back where the
Oh, yeah.
survivor was supposed to be. Sark is trying to figure out where the survivor went and
He
or
went-
how.
You can tell that there's some footprints leading to the east, and they look like they're running. And this is nonsense to you. This is magical nonsense. It's giving off something, but you don't know what kind of magic this is. You've never seen it before, and you're just very confused. The chest, though, is not magical.
Do you bring it to the group?
Okay, I'm gonna close the chest and I'm going to.
Did you open it? Or did you just look in the crystal?
I thought the crystal was inside the chest.
No. Like, the chest is buried in a hole, and the crystal is around it. Like, the stone was turned into it, or it just kind of took over an area around the chest.
Well, I'm gonna try to get the chest without touching the crystals.
Okay, can I get a dex check? You managed to do that perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm gonna kind
Love
of.
that we roll better in things that we don't aren't good at.
I'm
Than
gonna,
things that
I'm
we
gonna
are
kind of
good at.
flag everyone down. I'm gonna pull the chest out of this area, kind of set it down on the ground next to me, and kind of flag everybody over.
Sark is going to give everyone the heads up. Hey, our survivor took off on us.
I figured he would. Kobolds don't like to stick around when they know there's danger.
It's not wrong.
What'd you find?
I found this box surrounded by all these weird crystals that I can't identify. I got the box out without touching the crystal because I don't know, weird creepy vibes coming
I
off.
go
of it
look
that I
at the
don't understand.
crystals.
Yes. Sark's got no idea.
I figured not, but since everyone else rolls well at stuff they're not supposed to roll well at.
That
15?
also doesn't know. It's shiny. It's pretty.
I have expertise in Arcana, even though I don't understand magic.
You understand it on a
Makes no
theoretical.
sense.
You understand it on a theoretical level.
I'm gonna
Yes.
give it a go.
You gonna do an Arcana roll?
Well, I got a 22, so
Hey!
You never flicked your goggles back up. So when you look at these crystals, it, as opposed to just not being like what I would describe the transformed things as being, is a hole in the world almost. Like you still see the blackness of it,
yeah, just like a void.
but it's
in
a
the shape of
void.
Whatever.
This is like when someone's painting and the paintbrush is running out of paint. It's got that kind of like color to it. Like it's not a void, and it's still technically here. It's not like a hole in the world, but it's something that made the hole was there. Go ahead and touch it. Go ahead.
I touch it.
You touch the crystal?
Mm-hmm.
It's cold. It is cold and smooth. Like unnaturally cold. Like there's snow around you, but it is. If you feel like if you held it for too long, your hands would freeze to it.
I hand. Who's closest to me? Assuming I'm just standing over this.
Technically, and go
Over
well.
the crystals, it would probably be me.
I'm just gonna hand either Ingawil or Zatch the goggles and tell them to take a look.
Goal doesn't want to get
Quickly, I'm
anywhere
gonna-
near these crystals.
I'm gonna wrap up the crystal in some
It
cloth.
is in the
and-
ground. It is attached
Oh.
to the stone. Like you would have to dig it out.
Oh.
We probably should dig it up and bring it back with us for investigation purposes. But seeing the condition of those other kobolds, I'm not touching it.
You think this is the source?
Yeah, I don't want you to touch it.
I don't
I'm
know.
okay touching it.
I would like to open it up.
Except
the
it
box.
feels like it's gonna give me frostbite.
It feels like it,
Frostbite's
but
least of your problems.
you're also good enough at magic to know that it's just probably or you're good enough at like the theory of it to know that it's probably just a side effect of whatever thing. Inside the box
I'll
is
start digging it out.
500 gold, a series of like 20 or so various gems, ranging from emeralds to
20 diamonds
rubies.
worth 300
Gems, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, a couple of opals, those geodes that are really shiny, but are basically worthless, and a hunk of wood that looks like it's been pulled off a tree and then scratched on, and it looks like it should be words.
Been here.
It looks like someone's trying to write on it, but not even Ingawil can figure out what this writing is. It's
none of the languages I have either.
Oh, it could be a language. It's just it's worse than
shittily
chicken.
written.
It's worse than chicken scratch.
Ingawil's
It's
gonna pull
doctor
the
handwriting.
bark out, close the chest, and show it to everyone nearby to see if anybody else can decipher it. And then
You
kind
want
of
us
just
to
tuck
try?
the little chest into her bag.
If you guys can roll well enough in perception or investigation, I will explain what this is. Yes.
No.
No.
I got a 1.
Natural 20.
4A.
And the call falls silent.
So
21?
At 20 for a total of?
Sark and Ferris turn their heads as they look at it, and then they realize it's
I'm just trying to read
very
it upside down. That's the problem.
it's a very crudely drawn, very badly etched out drawing of two kobolds kissing.
Oh my god. That's sweet.
I don't know what I couldn't really understand it. So, with
Still
the
digging
box
that
tucked
crystal.
away in her bag, she's going to tell people we should probably gather this crystal. It might be important for us figuring out what's going on with these things, and we should keep trying to find the source of whatever corrupted these kobolds because I don't feel like it was here.
Just so you know, that's two kobolds kissing.
Well,
I don't know
Yeah,
if this
I'll
is
dig the
someone's
crystal out,
personal
wrap it up
effects.
in some cloth, and throw it in my own bag.
Ferris is gonna look at the place where they killed the corrupted kobolds, look at the crude drawing, and just her face drops. It's just, she's very bummed out. She did the math.
Listen, there were three.
This was
of
just their
them.
like make out point. This is where they'd go to kiss each other.
They paid tribute to the makeout point. That what happened?
No.
They have to make an offering every time they come up here,
No,
so that they don't get pregnant.
probably
Oh
where
my
they.
god.
This was
Or
probably
that they
That's the
do, you
exact
don't
opposite
know.
of a problem for a kobold.
This was.
But they
probably everything
usually
they-
do get pregnant because they're not smart.
Everything they had.
Yeah.
With as often as kobolds die, kobolds getting pregnant is not a bad thing.
No,
Like, they literally
it's
just
really
lost-
not.
Like what, 6 of their members here?
But I
You
don't
were saying
understand
something,
why-
Ferris.
No,
don't
it's just I was saying it's sad because clearly this was like their life savings and they were hiding it for safekeeping and they felt. That's all. Ferris is just bummed out.
Well, but why would that be the case? Cause like they belong to the city or
You
whatever you want
assume.
to call it.
We don't know that.
We
That
knew
was
that
probably
their
small little
members
bits and
kept-
pieces that a kobold saved up over their entire life as savings.
We're
Yeah.
assuming these are kobolds that were lost from that area, though.
Yeah, but this isn't probably their tribe funds. This is probably their personal funds.
Yeah, why else would it be out this far?
Man, what's that thing that dragons like to do that kobolds might want to mimic?
Oh.
Hoarding.
Boards.
Yeah. Why do you think Ingela shoved it all in her bag?
It's just
It's
mine
for
back.
her hoard.
We'll split it up later. But
Later,
Maybe.
maybe.
well, we still have a mission. We still have to find the source of this corruption. So, I say
Yep.
let's take the other kobold probably took off and ran back home. Is my best guess.
Or
Listen,
not.
Or
if no one's gonna keep it, Sark is keeping the kissing kobold art tribute.
okay, you can have it.
Can I hang it up in their room?
You're keeping it.
Yes.
All right,
Maybe it'll
where?
come in handy.
Sark
Where-
wants to keep the softcore kobold porn.
So I'm
We'll
assuming
start
that we
making
don't
our way
know
back, but I'm gonna
where-
be using the restroom real quick.
I say we head down this way. Like, we know there was an ogre, half ogre, and some griffin. They're clearly not the source of the corruption. Like, I highly doubt they're the source of the corruption, but we still need to find the source of this corruption before we leave the forest.
Yeah.
So let's go down a path that we didn't take.
And
Also,
considering
Inglewood's
our
gonna take-
survivor ran off the other direction, probably our best bet because the survivor probably ran for safety.
Probably. Inglewood's gonna like.
I do
kind of-
need to be right back myself.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hey,
Sorry.
it's break time.
Yes.
okay.
Slight break time.
Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break real quick.
Go get your pee-pees in.
Fiverr.
Hey,
And
wait,
what?
no,
Your
John,
pee-pee
why-
time.
Why are you adding that quote?
Oh, I added that quote because I loved it.
Oh no. Well, you added a quote and John added a quote. Apparently all the quotes involve Sark.
Yeah, that one didn't get approved yet.
Cats like to hoard things too.
Are you implying that a cat hid that chest?
No, but it explains why the cat would steal anything and everything that could possibly be attributed to it. Unfortunately, Sark was not quick enough to get the actual hoard. Ingoville got the actual hoard.
Yes.
Sark's gonna keep the one thing everyone else is disregarding that was left over from the hoard.
But quick 5-minute break. I will be right back.
Yeah, I wonder if we should just count this as like a short rest for everyone. Although everyone got healed back up, but I don't know if we want to do like short rest or whatever in game so that people get their spell slots back.
I don't get spell slots back except for on long rests.
Oh.
The only people who get spell slots back on short rests are warlocks.
Curses. I was hoping for a short rest only because then the dead can talk to me.
I
Although
mean, you
I
can
guess
take
that
a short
doesn't.
rest while I bury them, I guess.
Wait, are you actively burying them?
Yes.
Wouldn't we have taken them back so that the people know? Or
What
I
are
mean,
we taking
Underworld
back?
knows burial rites for kobolds.
oh, fair, yeah. We can just tell them. Because we have stuff to investigate.
I'm not just gonna leave them out here to
The
rot.
burial rites here, or are we taking them back?
Listen, I just realized.
It's okay. I know how. I have a spell that lets me literally kind of dig holes without needing a shovel. So, and it's a cantrip. So, I'll just
Hey.
repeatedly
Oh, they're
cast mold earth.
buried. They're not cremated.
Usually, cremation is usually only done if it needs to be done fast and dirty.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okie doke.
Did we all take a break because I had to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, because Bear had to go take a break.
I sent him a GIF of something that I wanna, of an idea I have when I start getting more into Hexblade stuff. Like when I start having a better weapon. I'm gonna pull it out of my boobs.
You're gonna pull it out your boobs?
Yeah. I wanna pull it out of my tits. Out of my chest. Like out of the fucking sternum. Because I can make it appear from anywhere. So I'm just gonna go.
Y'all are just a bunch of magical girls. You and Matri, man. Heck, even Ferris is technically a magical girl. Because they can cast spells through bubs.
Elaborate.
You're a
That
magical
makes her a
girl.
magical girl.
Who's
It's
a magical
magic,
girl?
and
Is
you
it
are
me?
a woman.
Ferris
Therefore,
apparently.
magical girl.
Ferris
Technically,
Fine.
yes.
Ferris is magical and a girl, but that does not make her a magic girl.
But you can cast spells through bubs, which means that you have a magical. Like.
My rebuttal. She doesn't transform.
No,
That we know of.
Matri transforms. You cast spells through bubs, and Zach wants to procure things through their chest.
You're all just a part of the magical girl waiting to happen.
So my Voltron comment was accurate. Got it.
Yes.
Did you see the GIF I
How
sent
many
you,
more of those
Dakota?
are there? Do you have one of them? Heart. You don't
Did
want
you
it?
see what I sent you, Dakota?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want a little bit at least? Okay, I'll have Okay. Sorry, we're fighting over
Are you?
cookies.
Look what they have to do
Fighting
to
over
have a
cookies.
fraction of my power.
Okay, so since we're all coming back, I'm going to be casting a cantrip repeatedly. Let me
Okay.
find it.
Do you want?
I'm basically gonna like use this to kind of mold graves for all of the kobolds.
Mm.
I'll try and place the body parts with the ones that I belong to.
Sark will be taking a short rest while everyone's doing their stuff, and secretly, out of character, I'm hoping the dead will speak to me.
You just gotta call out to them.
I don't. It says when you choose this archetype at 3rd level, echoes of those who have died cling to you. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can gain 1 skill or tool proficiency of your choice, as a ghostly presence shares its knowledge with you. You lose this proficiency when you use this feature to choose a different proficiency that you lack.
Yeah, so you just
Well,
get it.
oddly
What
enough,
skill would you like?
oddly enough,
Oh.
um, as you're pondering over the drawing of the 2 kobolds kissing, you feel you feel like cold. You feel cold, and a voice kind of quietly whispers in your ear. We were saving family. Run away. Thank you. And then it just kind of starts talking, and you have what is it? Proficiency in tool or skill?
Tool or skill?
Yeah, tool or skill.
Survival. Because it's
Survival.
ironic.
Yeah.
No. No. You have proficiency in making traps now. You are proficient in that. Which I will also say gives you advantage on spotting traps. So until we find another dead guy for you to talk to, you have advantage in that.
Heck yeah.
Can I have the
What
other
is
cookie?
that?
What is what? Sorry.
What would that fall under?
I would just write that under as like a miscellaneous thing and just be like, I have advantage. And I have proficiency in trap making and advantage in finding traps. Whether it be investigation, perception, whatever, if it is to find a trap, you have advantage.
Is the
Alright, so all 5 kobolds are buried. Given their rights, yada yada. As Inglewood would do for a fellow kobold. Short rest is kind of hit, that way everyone can catch their breath.
Yep.
Now we should be off to go try to find the source of the corruption of this forest. That way this doesn't happen to anybody else.
Okay,
Yeah.
which way would you like to go?
Just wait.
You can continue on. You're unmolested by traps.
Is everyone back before we keep going?
Oh, I have a good question. Is everybody here?
I'm here.
Macho?
I am here.
Ferris?
Ferris is going to mildly scold Bubs for letting the kobold slip past him.
Okay. Well, let's start headed this way.
Bubs looks sad, but he understands. Okay.
Oopsie.
So as you go down, you kind of recognize this place from a distance. It's right over there. And you can progressively see more forest as you go down.
Be sticking right behind Ingawell.
Trying to keep an eye out for some traps still.
Give me an investigation. Whoever's
I'll
looking
help.
for traps.
Oh, help.
Heck yeah, I'm helping.
I'm helping, so I'll give Ingawell advantage.
Investigation.
That works.
Oh, I have investigated so
Alright.
hard.
I'll
You
just roll
have.
myself.
Having advantage.
You find a few more.
How's that?
As you're about to point out some of those foot traps where you get sprung up and brought upside down, Zach walks into one and takes 3 damage from the strain
Ow.
of it.
Ingo was just gonna kind of look up at Zach and just go, "Okay,
I was looking.
fair enough."
Look.
Sark is going to immediately jump up and use their cat claws to cut Zach
No,
down.
why would you cut him down? There's gonna be something nearby that you could just lower him down. Don't drop him on the floor.
Late. I'm plummeting. How much damage do I take on the plummet?
You will not.
Actually, let's see.
Yeah,
Or,
I'll
wait. Hold on.
We'll just bridal style. Try to hold Zach.
I will
Zatch is the
say-
next wife.
Oh no! I will
That's
say,
just the wife this time.
I'll say you managed to fall and not hurt yourselves, but you do land on your asses because Zach kind of knocks Sark over.
The only thing bruised is your egos.
Indeed.
Ferris, can I get a perception check?
One single tear falling down.
Perception
His
check
face.
coming up. 14.
Okay.
Do you still have the goggles down?
No, I popped them back up. Unless you think that'll help her find the trail. Would it?
Nah.
There's.
I don't think anymore.
I mean, it's a vibe check.
Wait. Dakota.
What?
I guess, yeah, she'll leave him down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's there. Is he
Yeah.
okay?
Oh, everyone's breaking up.
I know what
Oh,
you
no.
see. Doesn't mean everybody notices it in character.
No, I know. Zach ain't seen shit. It's just Andrew that's seen the fact that the kobold boy walked into the fucking pitfall zone.
Oh no, I hope he's okay.
If anybody else wants to roll perception,
I mean, I wasn't given the option to, but I will.
yeah, I'll give it to you now that
Oh,
At 20.
you hear Kobold crying in the distance.
At least he didn't go far.
You see him latched onto the side of a pit trap, just scrambling and screaming. Not screaming, but like,
I cast Mold Earth to create a ledge under him that he can stand on.
He doesn't notice it for a second, but then, like, his feet stop waggling in the air, and then he goes, "Oh, thank you." and climbs
I'm
up.
gonna grab him and drag him away from where I know the half ogre to be.
Yeah, I saw him inch towards that way.
Don't scream, please. There is a half ogre with a bunch of hippogriffins nearby. I'm kind of surprised you didn't wake him up already.
Actually,
Oh,
can I check if I hear the snoring?
Sure.
19.
Yeah, you still hear the snoring.
Will has no
Ingle full on
Ingle's
fucking.
Ingle's giving the grandma angry talk to the other kobold.
So let's.
Why is Matri still all the way back with the dead things?
Because Matri forgets to move Matri sometimes, I think.
I do forget to move myself, yes.
There we go.
So let's go this way.
or we just go around the pitfall traps.
That's what I'm saying. We go this way.
Yeah. I think no one thought of that earlier. Go through the other forest that isn't close enough.
I mean, you never know. Ogre could probably be awake.
I go across.
All right. You guys can get across fairly easily.
Ingewill is going away from the half ogre still.
Yes. As one does usually.
The little kobold dude is still in my hand. I'm dragging him with us.
He's climbed up onto your shoulders.
I'm gonna just pat him. We'll get you home. Stick with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over here now, and I'm gonna look around for see if there's any more traps.
Yeah, give me some perception investigation checks. My trap searching crew.
Keep on.
You find Satch, Sark, and Ferris. What did Ferris get?
I didn't roll yet. I was moving.
Oh, okay.
Survival. 13.
Zach, after his embarrassment earlier, along with Sark, just they notice it's the shittiest trap yet. It is a tripwire over a over like a smaller clearing between two trees that when you step into it, it trips you, and then a stupidly made wooden cage falls down from the trees.
I am assuming this trap is for rabbits.
Oh, you're serious.
It's like person
Is-
sized. It's meant to catch like
Is
boars.
Ferris in the trap?
No. No one
Okay,
failed
good.
that bad.
This
Yeah, they
time.
didn't
I
get a
only rolled
1.
13. I didn't roll that terribly.
Yeah, it's okay.
You guys just didn't
roll
notice
two
it.
nat ones.
You avoided
Investigation
it, but
rolls.
didn't notice it.
I feel like Sark and Zach are just like
Hyper.
blockading it and like airplane motioning around it.
It's like,
I
no,
don't
no.
know. You're hating it. I'm the one that fell for it. I'm gonna keep going forward then.
Yeah, as you see, you eventually pop back out the forest. You
Is
can
our
see
friend
the
still sitting on the wall?
yeah.
Gabu?
Gabu sees you both and starts waving and is like, "Hi."
Oh no.
Hi. Little friend
Okay.
is waving too, I assume.
Now we-
He's tired. He's hanging on your back, just kind of snoozing against you.
Alright,
Into the gate.
well, let's drop this buddy off and go find the source. We found a survivor.
You
and we'll get the-
still think there's more to do?
Yes.
We only found.
We only found 3 afflicted kobolds. We didn't find the source of the affliction.
Isn't that the? I thought that was the crystal.
I have a suspicion that it might be linked, but there's no proof that that is what corrupted them.
The only thing that makes sense for my brain.
Well, I would like to be thorough.
Okay, that's
Sark
fine.
does not begin to understand why anyone would assume that the crystals would have anything to do with this, because Sark had no idea what they were.
The crystals were on the left side of the clearing, right?
The crystals were in a hole where the chest
On-
was.
On the left
in the
side
very-
of the clearing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I dug out the crystal and
Well,
took
and
one
either-
with us.
Wouldn't it be nearby, if not up against that side of the clearing?
You didn't find anything.
I say we keep searching the forest. We still have a few paths we haven't taken. We don't necessarily need to tangle with the half ogre. We can avoid them. But there's still at least 2 paths that I can see that we did not take. One on the far left over here, on the far right over here.
Not to mention, if the crystals even had anything to do with it, I don't think the crystals were there when they were originally making their hoard and trying to hide it.
But what I mean is that they would probably be closer to the source than farther.
Well,
yeah,
and with
but
that,
we
then we should probably check the left side of the map of the forest first.
Yeah, we just came down here to return our.
Yeah, we just came down here to get the
Bring the
one
friend back.
survivor back. And
also
also the
tried to
entrance
go-
is over here. So
Who also.
It's confusing me that we're the same color.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean the clickies?
Yeah, we're both that like light blue.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I changed my color.
Ah. Alright,
I'm
I'm
out.
just gonna go on ahead. I don't give a shit. I just want to get this shit over with.
You honestly, your whole thing is unabated, and it's about another hour up into the mountain until you see it. It looks like a very fancy cabin in the woods.
We should probably move everybody up here.
Working on it.
Oh no.
I can't move my tree.
I got it.
Or their child.
I'm gonna go up to the door and press against it.
Listen, hey, no. We're gonna let Sark check for traps.
I get 15 on my perception as I listen at the door.
You hear what sounds like a hearth just crackling away. No traps on the
I've got-
door. There's a window you can look through.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Nothing from inside. Looking in through the window, you see a big fancy bed with curtains, a bear rug, a hearth, a little kitchen area, plenty of logs, a little couple of shelves. Seems
Is the
like
door
somebody's
locked?
house. Try the door.
Is it locked? I'm trying it.
No, it is not locked.
I open it.
Okay. You're greeted to a lovely, warm feeling home. Confusingly so, because you're in the middle of the mountains. Near a kobold village and some ruins, but it's a perfectly nice little cabin.
I'm going
Looks-
to just.
Is there any tracks from like whoever might live here?
Yeah. It's a nat 20.
Nope.
Or a 24.
This place looks untouched oddly enough.
For about how long?
Since its creation, but also not. Like, things are there, but it's almost like they've been placed there and then left there, but no dust is settled, nothing is moldy, nothing is weird, and the hearth is going as if it was just set.
Are there like identifying objects with like initials or names?
No. It's just insight to nothing. What are you inciting? That's for people.
Yeah,
I want to.
I meant to do that.
Well,
I just saw the eye and was like, click.
What
what
all
all is
is
inside there, furniture-wise?
a bed, a hearth, a little table with some like kitchen utensils, and a bear rug, a couple of shelves, a cast, like a
The
big
will.
couple of chests.
I'm gonna look through one of the chests.
Listen,
Okay.
Sark's investigation is for the outside of the cabin.
You find nothing weird. Like it seems like it's brand new. Weirdly enough,
Like nothing inside?
like the outside. The outside looks like it's brand new. Like it was built maybe yesterday.
Oh.
And in the chest is a bunch of clothes, a big coin purse, and a necklace.
Grabbing both of the last things.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for any kind of indication of some maybe initials or identifying marks on the coin purse.